So you may not have seen inside of one of these before. Let me give you a look at what you can expect in here in terms of roominess. So as you saw me getting in there, not much need to duck my head, very much just a lateral butt slide over and you're in your seat. Nice big door openings. James, can you show us down there by your knees and how, you see how the door sort of opens up over that rocker panel? And that means that in the winter time, when you're stepping in here, you're not gonna get that slush and dirt and ice all over your khakis because it'll be on the outside of the door. And that also helps make a nice big door opening, easier access. So no issues getting in here, even if you're a larger adult or someone who might be mobility challenged as well. In terms of headroom, more than I'm expecting, 5 fingers, at least the width of my hand above me with the sunroof there. A little bit more crowded on the center console tunnel here than in some models. See how this comes up, right? And it's right next to my knee. Still plenty of room, and that is a soft padded surface there if you do happen to touch it, but just worth noting. First thing to notice here when I open this door, do you see that, James?
Pretty wide.
That's got to be almost 90 degrees right there. So if you're about 5'10" like me, just watch your head getting in here. A little bit of a duck right there. You can see for me at 5'10", I do have to just be careful that I'm tilting my head like this. Otherwise, very easy to get back here. Big door opening, just not maybe quite tall enough if you're any bigger than me. And look at this legroom. I mean, if there's someone my size sitting in front of me, I've got like 1, 2, maybe 2 and a bit in terms of hand widths there in front. Storage pouches here on both seats. USB charging plugs actually right on the back of both seats here too, which is a super handy touch. We've got heated rear row seats and our own automatic climate control system for back here if we like. Additional power outlet down there. Also worth pointing your attention to this. This back floor is just about completely flat there, making this feel even roomier. And so, I mean, as a rear seat, I've got more than enough legroom here. Headroom maybe a little bit tighter than up front, not a big deal. Nice tall glass beside me too. Good outward sight lines, good view out the front of the car. Extra storage pouches down here and on this side. I can recline this if I want. Pull it forward. Nice easy action to that too. You can do that with one finger, just a little bit of a push. Nice easy slider mechanism there. There, yeah, if I max this out, it's practically like sitting in a lazy boy. I could cross my legs up here and kick back and relax if I wanted to. If you've had a little too much sun at the beach, there we go. All right, shall we try and tackle the third row as two, let's say, average sized adults? We've got some gear to clean up first. Let's go back and take a look. So even this, we don't know how long this is, but
About 4 feet.
Yeah, 4-foot tripod, no problem. Just use up a little bit of that space between the second row seats there. First thing we got to check is what is under here for spare tire provisions, if anything.
There's a jack. There's a tire underneath.
Ah, good call. I bet you it is. Can we get that under there?
Yeah, there it is.
It is. And what do we got? A full size or, oh no, it's a temporary. That's the cargo cover. And if we want to use that, it would go up there, but we don't. And it's really handy to have a spot to store it.
Yeah, it's nice and snug in there. No,
Yep.
no, not rattling around.
That's the tow hook.
There
So
it
if you
is.
put her in the ditch, you're going to bolt that into the bumper so the tow truck can get you out. We've got power folding rear seats, and I assume that these are going to go up and down with a touch of a button here. Yeah, there we go. So that's a handy touch. We can flip these guys up. We'll fold them down and show what that looks like too, folding them down. So third row, one side or both, automatically pops the headrest down, which is handy. One less thing for us to do. All right.
That's pretty flat as well.
Yeah, it does not look like it has that ramp shape to it like that CX-90. Just that button. Right, okay, so there's your access into the third row.
So you got the button that actually pushes you forward to go into the third row. Lock that back in, lock that in, and then you pull that right down and that'll go straight down. There's a little convenient button right there, so I don't need to go in the back to lift the seat.
Do I have one on my side too?
Yeah, right there. And an outlet too.
Oh yeah, power outlet for back there, but neat that you can actually flip these up using the switch here. Get that up out of the way. Very easy to use second row seating system. This is all light effort, push of a button, no BS. Really like that setup here. Almost completely flat. Let's come down and just, yeah, so these have a bit of an angle to them, but as we saw, that third row back there is completely flat. So you've got virtually a flat surface in the back and a little bit of an angle up here in the middle. But now it's time to see if me and you can fit in those rear seats. We've been avoiding this because usually we don't fit that well, but let's try. So this is camera guy James coming through here.
Touch button.
Yeah, one finger operation, little bit of a shove. Show us how much room your feet have there.
That's not bad.
That's
Yeah, like I'm not, oh, I'm a little sandy, but that's not bad. That was all right.
Yeah, I think that was easier than the Mazda CX-90 had a smaller opening than that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it'll allow you to...
oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, look at that. You got power recline in the third row.
That's it. That's the max right there.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to go back any further.
Let me just, I want to see this from sort of this angle here. Right, so we still have this much cargo room, even if you've got an adult, but the headroom...
And I'm coming back.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's max.
That's right to the sort of edge there.
That's a nice angle.
Yeah. You don't look uncomfortable or ticked off back there.
Right?
Yeah, this is pushed further ahead. I still have plenty of knee room here. I mean,
pull back a little bit.
Okay, so if I bring this back, let's see.
Like that? That's comfortable for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've still got this much knee room, so tons, more than enough.
And if I'm sitting behind you, other than, I'm not bad, but I am like, my knees are now up. That's because the seat's low.
Right. Yeah, no, so this is adequate for me, I would say. Comfortably adequate.
Okay, this is more than enough room now. I got like another kneecap.
And the headroom is tight, but it's not sort of, you're not out of headroom at this point.
No, but I would also probably want to put the seat back a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, touching the seat belt. But like other than, like if you notice the seat is very low.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not sitting straight.
All right, so we're gonna push here, walk on through. Yeah, not too bad at all, actually. You can kind of swing around without too much trouble there. This area here is nice and open. Like normally turning around, you're gonna hit your leg or your hip or your butt on something here. I like how they've kind of kept this open and away from us. This is not bad at all.
Like it's not bad. Like other than like you just see what I'm talking about with the leg.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sitting in a little sports car or something because I'm like down here.
Like I'm sitting like a little kid or something.
Yeah. If we come down to the floor, like the floor is definitely a good step higher back here than it is in the second row. So rather than your feet resting down on the floor, they're kind of resting up on this platform. Underneath that is the all-wheel drive and the fuel tank and so on. So we need the space underneath. But if you can manage sitting with your feet in kind of a raised position. But yeah, like the big surprise to me is the headroom.
I got the port here. I can plug in my power to my cell phone or whatever.
And the power recline seats.
And the recline seat really, really helps.
Yeah. Show us forward there again. Yeah.
Like if I went too forward, I'd be like turn into a burrito.
I'm gonna try this. So if I put this all the way up.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is uncomfortable. But if you're able to recline these, which I guess would mean you have less cargo behind us.
Yeah.
But so if you're like 6 full-size adults without a ton of cargo that needs to go behind this third row so that you can recline these seats a bit, they've really pushed this rear bulkhead structure where it comes down like as far back as they possibly could there.
Yeah. And
I noticed another feature that not all SUVs have that you pointed out in that Highlander Hybrid Max a month back. The assist handle right down there to get in.
What?
So from where you're sitting, that doesn't do anything. But when you're hopping into the back, you can reach in and grab that from the outside.
Yeah, help you in.
And help you in. A pretty nice third row seat to be. Good job, Hyundai Palisade. I'd sit back there for a few hours, no problem. So again, one button push. Look at how light this is, right? So like just the tip of my finger. I'm not having to use a lot of horsepower there, so your little kids will be okay to do this too. I never know how to like do this properly, but yeah, you can. Yeah, I should have just kind of walked out like you did. Now we've got to go drive this down an extremely bumpy road, so I can show you why I think it's one of the best riding SUVs for the dollar.